Hello, my name is Vernon Austin with Dis2 Reviews, and today I am going to be talking about The Last of Us Remastered Edition. The footage that I am going to share with you is from the multiplayer, but I will also touch on the single player aspects of the game as well. I just didn't want to spoil any elements of the single player, as I feel that to be truly appreciated, they need to be experienced organically by the player. The Last of Us was critically acclaimed when it was unleashed on the PS3 on June of 2013, and with good reason. The game has incredible graphics, stellar voice acting, and a story worthy of the big screen. The Last of Us was a hit with critics and gamers alike, and as the current trend seems to be, The Last of Us has been re-released via a remastered edition. The now current gen consoles seems to be populated with games from the last generation or even further, such is the case with the Halo Master Chief Edition, but I will table that discussion for a later date. The real question then is The Last of Us remastered version worth my money? And the simple answer is yes, absolutely. The only way that I would tell someone not to buy The Last of Us Remastered is if they did not like the PS3 version. But someone who did not like the PS3 version wouldn't be watching a review debating on whether to get the Remastered Edition or not. So I'm going to assume that you've never played The Last of Us or loved The Last of Us and want to know if it's worth the repurchasing. If you have never played The Last of Us, then you are in for a real treat. This game is a masterpiece. The Last of Us is a post-apocalyptic horror game that has a focus on survival. The entire human race is fighting to survive, and the game is not afraid to shine a light on the darker side of humanity. The bottom line is, if you own a PS4, you should own this game. Last of Us is a flagship series, and I would dare say Last of Us is to the PS4 as what Halo is to the Xbox, a must-have exclusive. The Last of Us also has a stellar multiplayer component to accompany the single player. Although it's not for everyone, Last of Us multiplayer shares the same deliberate and desperate pacing of the single player campaign, and you will be facing off against real people. Last of Us can be punishing at times, and you have to work with your team to survive, but it makes a win that much more enjoyable. So let's get into some of the differences between the PS3 version and the PS4 version. The Last of Us was the best looking game of last generation, and the remastered edition took an already gorgeous game and made it look even better. The game's visuals feel next gen. The visual upgrade is definitely impressive, but the real star of the show in my opinion is that bump from 30 FPS to 60 FPS. The jump in frame rate changes the core gameplay, just makes the whole experience smoother, and is a great addition to the game. The remastered edition also includes a new photo mode, but it's basically included to showcase how stunning the graphics are. So if you're on the fence about buying The Last of Us, don't be. Buy it. If you've never played The Last of Us before and you own a PS4, this is the perfect time to jump in. If you played Last of Us to death on your PS3 and sold it, then I would ask you one simple question. Did you enjoy the multiplayer? If you did, buy it. If you didn't enjoy the multiplayer and played the single player to death, I guess I would tell you could pass. Even though there's a jump in graphic fidelity, the PS3 version was already gorgeous, and the graphics don't change the fundamental story. But whether this is your first time playing Last of Us or you're coming back, the remastered edition is excellent value, and it's a stellar PS4 game that deserves to be in your library. Alright, that concludes this review. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my website at dis2reviews.wordpress.com. Thank you, and have a nice day.